Hello, we are in Cliff's standard mode from the Norse spawn over in the European server with sebastianpotachka and his Luchs platoon. For a Lighthouse Hall of Fame entry, he comes in at number 2 behind his own entry at number 1. So we got 3 scouts on the enemy team and 4 on his. 3 artillery on the enemy team and 2 on his, and decent mix of other tanks. Probably heading toward the lighthouse, but I don't know. Now all 3 of these guys can drive, and so when they engage in this little bumper cars right here, it's not like they're blind or daft or anything, they're just screwing around with each other. I would not recommend doing this if you don't know the people you're doing it to, though. You may end up getting yourself shot. And yes, off to the ramp to the hill they proceed. How many of them make it up? Okay, the one guy's dropping off to the right there, and 2 of them are heading up the ramp. And, wow. Enemy's not even resisting at all. Makes it easy, man. You gotta love matches like this. Come up to the ramp and see nobody. So you know you're gonna make it to the top without getting shot. Major fail on the enemy team's part at the moment. You got to be careful when leaning over. You just got to get used to doing it, but it's possible to lean over a little too far and then you can't recover from it and you end up having to go down the hill. Which you do that at the wrong time, gets you killed.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Target released. Target acquired. Target lost.
So now they're looking for something else to shoot at. If I'm not mistaken, Puster had some entries in the original Hall of Fame. Whoa, T-43 coming up the ramp, not good. Both of them combined aren't going to take that guy out and around, and he can take them out with 2 shots. So, time to abandon the lighthouse.
I don't see the target. Ready to fire.
T-20 back behind the rock, and it's a little bit of a fire.
Enemy armor.
Get behind the rock while you reload and deny him line of fire. Now you're getting close to reload, so go back in and put another clip into it.
Didn't go through.
Ooh, didn't quite get the kill.
Where'd they go?
There he is. He's dead. close battle, but they're down. They're actually down 3 tanks, even though he's playing well. Kind of sucks when your biggest tank is way in the back in a position that can't shoot him very much. Right, T-29? Here comes the E-25. He's going to just watch. As soon as that E-25 picks a direction, he'll go the other way. There it is. Going around the rosy. Ooh, T-43 messed with him. T-43 tracked him and ruined his plan, but he was able to recover. Okay. And now his T-43 is going up the hill after the enemy one. Hopefully he can win that battle. Hey, there's 2 heavies. They're concentrating on the 2 tanks in front of them. Gives them the opportunity to shoot to the side of the target.
Target released. Permission to engage. Target unlocked. Ready to fire. Penetration. Penetration. Penetration.
That Tiger's locked in on the SU-100. He's not paying the Luchs any attention. Now he's going to die from it. Here it comes. Oops. The Tiger turned his turret toward the Luchs at last, and that let the 100 finish him off. There's many times in a scout, this goes for mediums too, but especially with scouts, that you do things that will never show up in the stats. Irritating the hell out of a tank and getting them to turn their turret toward you allows the other person in the fight to come out and get a free shot without fear of taking damage in return. And you do that several times in a battle and you can completely change the course of a battle. But it'll never show up in the stats because you don't get any credit. There's nothing that measures that. Now they have it back to an even fight. Hopefully it's going to be in their favor here in a second. So he lost the target and just blind fired a clip into him. Take out the 25/2 and it's all over pretty much. There he is, and he's about to go down.
Ready to fire.
Shoots behind him, and it's all over.
They're knocked out.
Just the artillery to go. Once they miss you on that approach shot, then you know you get to take your time and take the shot that you want that's going to produce a kill. There's the game. So, for the battle, he ends up with 1,725 damage. Pretty good for Luchs. 3 kills, 80 of 120 shooting at 67%, 1,038 spotting damage with 2 spots, 38,410 credits. Good moneymaker. 2,229 XP, and he survived the fight. Don't know if you noticed, I certainly wasn't paying attention to it, but he got an Orlux. And then Spotter, Fire for Effect, and Bruiser mini medals. So he ends up with a battle score of 2,279. Like I said, that puts him in second place behind a previous entry he made in the Luchs. pretty straightforward fight. Take the hill. Amazingly, nobody was there to counter them. And they stayed up there and sniped until the T-43 forced them off. Fortunately, he saw the guy coming. They were able to get out of there before they got shot. And then he was playing with the rocks against the medium, pulled out, empty a clip, moved back against that T-20, and reload. The guy never chased him around the rocks, so he was able to, I think it took him 3 clips before he killed him. But that's the way to do it. Pull out, empty your clip, get to cover, reload, pull out, do it again. When the E-25 came in, you saw him set himself up to where he could go either direction. He waited for the TD to choose which way he was going to go, and then Sebastian Potachka went the other way. And it would have worked as planned, except the T-43 tracked him, so he had to just try to take the guy out before he could get his turret turned toward him, and that worked out in his favor, and then he just went off and helped clean up the rest. At the very end, they saw that 25-2 take the approach shot. It missed, so he doesn't have to rush his shot. He can move around, get the flank, make sure he gets good penetration, finish the guy off. Just a lot of very basic building block type things that anybody can learn. It's just a matter of putting them all together in a battle, because when you do, you end up with battles like this. From Cliff, Standard Mode North Spawn, Sebastian Potachka in his Luchs. Happy hunting.